Hi YouTubers, it's Smoking Essie 77 again, for the second video today. Why am I doing a video to ask? Well, I just don't want to talk about it. So, now this is not about pipes and cigars, or tobacco, or snuff, or anything tobacco related. This is about YouTube. Now, I'm sure everyone watching this is a YouTube user, meaning you have a user account on YouTube. And I want to talk about this video, our personal preference for YouTube videos. Now, this is not a rant about trolls, this is not a rant about people in general, ranting about why people are a certain way or something like that. This is about our personal preference for YouTube videos. Now, a lot of people, everyone has their different preference for YouTube videos. Some people like tobacco-related videos, some people like anti-tobacco-related videos, some people like wine tasting, video games, knife and gun-related stuff. So everyone has their own personal taste for videos. But I want to talk in this video more in depth about what people particularly like in videos. So this is not about tobacco, this is not about pipes and cigars, this is just about YouTube in general. So what people particularly like in videos, what qualities people like. Let's start with me. I like videos that are usually not too long, usually around 5 minutes or less, of people I know that I like, usually people that do their videos pretty well, pretty decently. I'm not saying super high quality. This is just what I personally like. I personally like videos that are, 3-5 minutes long, sometimes a little bit shorter. I do not like videos that are very long, meaning they're like 15-20 minutes long, like a 20-minute ramble, ridiculously long. Some people like that. Some people actually really like 20-minute rambles on YouTube and the pipe community, but I actually don't like that. I like when people keep their videos very short and very brief, like my videos. I like when people keep them, 5, 6, 10 minutes, around that time. When people start going, 10, 20 minutes, especially if they make videos often, like the person is making videos every single day, that really bugs me. The only reason I'm subscribed to people like Mudjug1, who does the dip, is because he only makes videos like twice a month. And I really like his videos, so. But when people make videos every single day or 2 or 3 times a week that are, 20 minutes long, I really lose interest in them. So that's what I personally like for videos, myself personally. If I had to sum up my ideal people on YouTube, the people I watch, religiously, on YouTube, I see people like Brian Glenn, CigarObsession.com, Kel, Smoking His Pipe Dreams, Pipe Thought, who does pipe tobacco reviews great. He is so good at doing pipe tobacco reviews. And so is Brian Glenn at cigar reviews. And the way that Kel, Smoking His Pipe Dreams, does his series on how to smoke a pipe, he does them very well. Those are people who I watch on a regular basis. Now, let's talk about other people. Let's talk about you, the viewer. Some people have very different, how do I say this, very different opinions in what they like. It's what they do not like. For example, something I do not like is when people make videos that are very, very long. They're like 20, 30-minute videos, even if they're enjoyable to watch. Also, I don't like when people make videos a lot, like 2, 3, 4 times a day. That's something I don't like. Now, some other people may not like with my videos. I've gotten plenty of hate comments, plenty of trolls, plenty of people who dislike my videos for whatever reason. Some people may not like the way I do my videos for many reasons. And no, this is not a rant about trolls. So, some people may dislike my videos, for example, because I talk too fast. I do talk very fast in my videos. There are some people who just absolutely hate that. There are some people who absolutely hate the fact that I am just not super, super attractive. People dislike people who are overweight and kind of ugly. People really, really hate that. That's not something you can control, really, to a certain extent, but some people really hate that, especially women. So, not being sexist or anything, but some women just really hate that. Also, some people really hate in some of my videos I don't use a tripod, and my camera is very shaky. The camera's kind of like shaky. So, some people really hate that. So, those are some other things. Other things are like people have commented that I act kind of girly. I'm not being gay or anything, but people have commented, you need to smoke like a man, dude. You need to smoke like a man. You need to act like a man, smoke like a man. Well, I'm not going to change the way I act, so I just act the way I act. So But that's another thing. Some people have very specific preferences on YouTube. Like, for example, I got a comment from somebody a long time ago, I'm not going to mention the name, but he told me you should really smoke more like a man. So I'm not sure if he meant, like, you know, be buffed out and have muscles and six-pack abs and talk about how you eat nails for breakfast, not like that. But maybe his or her ideal videos are more on the realm of people who are very, you know, manly, and like Dan Real Sig Review, or Mudjug, who talk about how they work out a lot and are very, very, you know, buffed out, like that. So that's one example. Also, some people really don't like the fact that I repeat myself a lot. Some people don't like the fact that I go too many times, or whatever. So some people don't like the fact that I talk fast. Those are just the facts of their personal preference. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, you don't have to be mean about it, of course. You don't have to be rude about it. And that's why I've had to block some of these people, because they've been very rude and very impolite about it. But some people just have very particular preference. Like, for example, I do not like videos that are long. I don't like videos that are 15, 20 minutes long. That really, really annoys me, especially if it's very often. Also, I don't like people who how do I say this? People who are pipe presenters, but then they don't talk about tobacco. Like Jay, DKHX, he's a great guy, but his videos really aren't about tobacco anymore. They're just about his personal life. So that's what I don't like also. So give me your thoughts, you know, leave a comment if you want to, shoot me a personal message, rate, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And yeah. Anyway, that's just my personal thoughts on people's particular preference on YouTube. Everyone has their own preference. I have my own preference. And none of it is wrong. So give me your thoughts, comment, rate, subscribe, and bye-bye.